So we are going to go over part of our study guide today. So we are going to go over questions 1 through 7 today, 1 through 7. So let's make sure that you've completed questions 1 through 7. Tomorrow night we're going to finish the second half of the study guide. If we wait till one night, I think the video would be too long. So using snap cubes, build a rectangular prism with the following dimensions. So instead of building them, because I can't really show my work on paper with that, I'm going to draw it. So it says I have a length of 6, a width of 2, and a height of 3. Length is sideways, width is diagonal, height is up and down. So I need to do 6 times 2 times 3. And we have 12 times 3, which is 36. And it should say units cubed. 36 units cubed. Okay, so let's do the same thing for the next one. I can't use snap cubes because I can't show my work on paper with them, so I'm going to draw a picture. Okay, straight across, diagonal, up and down. So the length is the 5, the width is the diagonal, which is 3, the height is the 7. So 5 times 3 times 7. So 15 times 7, I actually need to go grab a calculator. So when I type into the calculator, 15 times 3 times 7, oh, scratch that, 5 times 3 times 7, I should get 105. And those are units cubed. Well, we can't see, I'm a little off the side of my paper there. Units cubed. So look at the prism below, determine the volume in cubic. You may use snap cubes to help you. What's the volume? So I'm looking for a straight across, a diagonal, and up and down. A length, a width, and a height. So I'm multiplying all 3. So I have a length of 3, diagonal, I have a width of 2, and a height of 5. 3 times 2 is 6. Times 5, I don't need my calculator for that one. I know that it's 30 units with a cubed up in the air. With a cubed up in the air. Straight across, diagonal, up and down. Length, width, and height. Okay, I'm turn my page. Let's move on to question number 4. Look at the rectangular prism below. Determine the volume in cubic units. You may use snap cubes to assist you. So, I'm looking for straight across, diagonal, up and down, length, width, height. So straight across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I'm looking for a diagonal width, 1, 2, 3. I'm looking for a height, straight up and down, 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 times 3 is 27. I don't know that fact. 27 times 4, 108. So I have 108 units cubed. So I tell you, these methods of going straight across at a diagonal and up, that can really help you. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Look at the rectangular prism below. Determine the volume in cubic centimeters. I have to find volume. You may use snap cubes to help us. I'm looking for a straight across, a diagonal, and up and down, a length, a width, and a height. So I have straight across, 3, a diagonal, which is 4, and a straight up and down, which is 6. So what's the volume? 12 times 6, which is 72 centimeters cubed. Centimeters cubed. Okay, let's look at problem number 6. Explain how you could find the volume of a prism using the diagram below. Then show a different way to represent the volume of the rectangular prism. So I have one layer. So one layer is like finding the area. And this one, I know there's 5 layers. So I might write down that first I would find the area of the bottom layer, which is 2 by 3. So the area is 6. Then I know that there are 5 layers. So I would multiply area times height. 6 times 5, which equals 30 units. Oops. 30 units cubed. Let me read out loud what I wrote. First, I would find the area of the bottom layer, which is 2 times 3, so the area is 6. Then I know that there are 5 layers, so I would multiply area times height, 6 times 5, to get 30. But I had one more question. It said then show a different way to represent the volume. So I have area times height, or I have length times height. Okay, we're going to do one more today. Use snap cubes, built a rectangular prism with a base of 8 and a height of 4. So the height is 4. So I'm going to draw a rectangular prism. So I know that the height is 8, but I have to figure out that the base, this base has an area. Let me start this over. This height is not 8, this height is 4. I have to figure out what this base is. This base should be 8. So what are some ways that I could make the base be 8? I could make it a 4 by 2. So I could say length times width times height, which is 4 times 2 times 4. And I would get 8 times 4. Doing the same thing again, I'm writing off the page, which gives me 32. And these are all units, so I need to say units cubed. But explain how you know. I had an area of the base be equal to 8. Then I multiplied the base area times the height to get 32. So tomorrow night we're going to do the rest of the video notes. We're going to do 8 through 15 and finish up the rest of the study guide. So check back in tomorrow, and if you're confused about any of those, be sure to ask.